Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Small Talk Podcast. This is the place where learning English is easy, natural, and fun. I am Emily.
And I am Robert. Hello, Emily. Hello to everyone listening today. We are so happy you are here with us.
Robert, how are you today? You look very focused.
I am great. Thank you. Actually, I was thinking this morning. I was writing some things in my notebook.
Oh, interesting. What were you writing?
I was writing my goals, my plans for the next few months, things I want to do and achieve.
Oh, that connects perfectly to our topic today.
Really? What is our topic today?
Today, we are talking about how to talk about your goals in English.
Oh, I love this topic. Goals are so important, and knowing how to talk about them in English is very useful.
It really is. We talk about our goals with friends, with teachers, at work, in interviews, everywhere.
Yes, if someone asks you, "What are your plans?" or "What do you want to achieve?" you need to know what to say.
Exactly. And today we will give you the words and phrases you need. Simple, natural, and easy to use.
I cannot wait. But first, Emily, do we have a small request for our listeners?
Yes, of course. Everyone, if you enjoy this podcast, please click the like button right now. It helps us so much.
And please subscribe to Small Talk Podcast. Every week, we bring you new English lessons just like this one.
And share this episode with one friend who is learning English. Sharing is such a kind and easy thing to do.
Okay, now let us begin. Emily, what is a goal exactly?
A goal is something you want to do or achieve in the future. It can be big or small. For example, learning a new language is a goal. Reading one book this month is also a goal.
I see. So a goal can be something very big, like starting a business, or something small, like waking up earlier every day.
Exactly right. All goals are important, big or small. Now, the simplest way to talk about a goal in English is to say, I want to.
I want to. That is very easy. For example, I want to travel to Japan.
Perfect. Or I want to get a new job. Or I want to save more money. It is simple and everyone understands it.
And we can also say, I would like to. Is that different?
Good question. I would like to sounds a little more polite, a little softer. For example, I would like to improve my English this year.
I would like to improve my English. That sounds very natural, very pleasant.
Yes, you might use it in a job interview or when speaking to someone you do not know well. It sounds professional and polite.
What about when we have a very strong goal, something we really, really want?
Then we say, I am determined to, or my dream is to. These phrases show strong feeling and strong motivation.
Oh, I like those. I am determined to finish my studies this year. That sounds very powerful.
It does. It shows commitment. It shows you are serious. Or you could say, my dream is to open my own restaurant one day.
My dream is to open my own restaurant. Wow, that sounds very inspiring. I believe that person will do it.
Yes, when you say, my dream is to, people feel your passion. They feel your energy. It's a very strong phrase.
Emily, what is the difference between a goal and a dream?
Great question. A dream is something big and wonderful that you imagine for your future. A goal is more specific. It has a plan, a timeline.
So my dream is to be healthy and happy, but my goal is to exercise 3 times a week starting Monday.
Perfect. Yes, dreams give you direction. Goals give you action. You need both.
I love that. Dreams give direction, goals give action. That is very wise, Emily.
Thank you. Now let's talk about how to say when you want to achieve your goal. We use time phrases.
Time phrases, like this year or next month?
Exactly. For example, I want to finish this project by next Friday, or I'm planning to move to a new apartment by the end of the year.
I'm planning to. That is another good phrase. I'm planning to visit my family this summer.
Yes, I'm planning to shows that you have already thought about it. You have a real intention. It's not just a wish.
What about I am going to? We hear that a lot in English.
Yes, I am going to is very common. It shows a strong plan. For example, I am going to start learning Spanish next month.
I am going to start learning Spanish. That sounds very decided, very sure.
Yes, it is more certain than I want to. I want to is a wish. I am going to is a plan.
So the difference is between wishing and planning. I want to go to Paris someday, but I am going to buy my ticket next week.
That is a perfect example, Robert. You just explained it better than me.
I am learning from you. What about asking someone else about their goals? How do we ask?
Good point. We should also know how to ask. The simplest way is, what are your goals? Or what do you want to achieve?
What do you want to achieve? That is a great question to ask someone.
You can also ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is a very common question in job interviews.
Oh, yes. In an interview, they always ask that. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I get nervous when I hear that question.
Many people do, but now we know how to answer. We can say, in 5 years, I hope to be managing my own team. Or, in 5 years, I plan to have my own business.
I hope to, that's another phrase. I hope to become a better speaker this year.
Yes, I hope to is softer than I am going to. It is honest. It shows desire, but also humility. You are not 100% certain, but you are working toward it.
I like that. Okay, let us practice. Emily, what are your goals this year?
Great question. This year, I am planning to read 12 books, 1 book every month. I am also determined to take better care of my health.
12 books. That is impressive. I would like to read more too, but to be honest, I usually fall asleep after 2 pages.
Maybe start with short books. What are your goals, Robert?
My main goal this year is to improve my cooking. I want to learn how to make 5 new dishes, and my dream is to cook a full dinner for my family and make them proud.
That is a beautiful goal. I love that. Cook 5 dishes and make your family proud.
Yes, I am going to start this weekend. I found a simple recipe online.
See, you said I am going to start this weekend. That's a real plan. That's a goal, not just a wish.
Exactly, and I feel more excited about it now. Saying your goal out loud makes it feel more real.
That is so true. There's research that shows writing and saying your goals helps you achieve them. It makes them feel possible.
So talking about your goals in English is both good for your language and good for your life.
Yes, double benefit. I love it. Now, what about when someone talks about a goal they gave up on? How do we express that?
That happens to everyone. We all have goals we didn't finish.
Yes, we can say, I was going to, but then, for example, I was going to join the gym in January, but then I got very busy at work.
Oh, I know that feeling. I was going to learn guitar last year, but I never started.
We can also say, I used to want to. For example, I used to want to become a doctor when I was young, but then I discovered I don't like hospitals.
I used to want to be a pilot, but now I'm happy where I am. Our goals change as we grow.
Yes, and that's perfectly okay. Changing your goals is not failing. It's growing. It means you know yourself better now.
That is a very healthy way to think. I like that. Changing goals is not failing. It is growing. Emily, can we do a little role play? I want to practice using these phrases in a real conversation.
Yes, great idea. Role play is one of the best ways to practice English. Let us pretend we just met at a party. I will start. Hi, nice to meet you. So, what do you do?
Nice to meet you too. I work in an office right now, but my dream is to work for myself one day. I want to start my own design company.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. When are you planning to do that?
Well, I'm going to start saving money this year, and I hope to leave my office job within 2 years. I've already started taking online design courses.
I'm impressed. You really have a plan. What about you? Let me ask you the same question. What are your goals?
Wait, now you ask. Come on, you're at the party too.
Okay. Personally, my biggest goal right now is to travel to 3 new countries before the end of next year. I would like to experience different cultures and meet new people.
3 countries. That's exciting. Have you started planning yet?
Yes, I'm working on it. I've already saved some money and I'm planning to book my first trip next month. I am determined to make this happen.
I love that. You sound so sure. I believe you will do it.
End of role play. Did you hear all the phrases we used? I want to. I am going to. I hope to. I have already started. I am working on it. I am determined to.
Yes, and it felt so natural, like a real conversation between two people, not like a grammar lesson at all.
That is exactly the point. Good grammar should feel invisible. You should not think about the rules. You should just talk.
And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. That is true for English and for achieving your goals.
Now let's talk about one more important thing, how to talk about progress toward a goal.
Progress, like, I'm working on it, or I have started already.
Exactly. You can say, I'm working on it. For example, I'm working on improving my vocabulary every day.
Or, I'm making progress. I'm making progress with my English speaking.
Yes, and you can also say, I have already started. I have already started saving money for my trip to Canada.
I have already started. That sounds proud, confident, like you're taking action.
Yes, because you are. Taking action is the most important part of any goal. You can plan and dream forever, but at some point you must begin.
Begin. Start small. Start today. Even one small step counts.
Even one small step counts. I love that, Robert. Now let us review all the phrases we used today.
Yes, a review is very helpful for our English memory and for our goal memory too.
To talk about a goal simply, we say, I want to, or I would like to.
For strong goals, we say, I'm determined to, or my dream is to.
For real plans, we say, I'm going to, or I'm planning to. And we can add a time phrase like, by next month, or by the end of this year.
For softer hopes, we say, I hope to. And for progress, we say, I'm working on it, or I have already started.
And for goals we did not finish, we say, I was going to, or I used to want to.
So many useful phrases, and they all feel very natural when you use them.
Yes, the key is to practice them. Use them today. Use them with a friend. Use them in the comments.
Yes, we have a question for you, our homework for today. Are you ready?
The question is this. What is one goal you have right now? Write it in the comments using one of our phrases today.
For example, you could write, I'm going to practice English for 15 minutes every day, or my dream is to visit Australia.
We read every single comment. We love hearing from you, and writing in English is also wonderful practice.
It really is. Your comment could inspire someone else too. Someone who reads it and thinks, yes, that is my goal too.
I love that idea. Goals shared are goals doubled. Okay, before we say goodbye, one last request.
Please subscribe to Small Talk Podcast if you have not done it yet. It is quick and it means a great deal to us.
And share this episode with someone who needs a little motivation today, someone who is working toward a goal and needs encouragement.
Sharing this podcast might be the small push someone needs to keep going. You never know the impact of a simple act.
That is so true. A small, kind act like sharing can make a very big difference. Okay, everyone, that is our full episode for today. We talked about goals, dreams, plans, and progress. So many great phrases, so much useful English practice in one conversation.
I had so much fun today, Emily. I feel very motivated and inspired right now. I'm going to sit down tonight and write all my goals clearly in my notebook with a real plan for each one.
Me too. Thank you, everyone, for listening to Small Talk Podcast. Keep setting your goals, keep taking small steps, and keep practicing your English every day.
Goodbye, everyone. You are doing so great. We're proud of every one of you. Keep going, keep learning, keep dreaming. We truly believe in you and your goals. See you in the next episode very soon.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself on the hard days. And remember, every single big achievement in life starts with one small, brave goal. You've got this. See you soon.